Hey everybody, it's Rara, and welcome back to some more Satisfactory. In the last one, we built up our steel thingies, and now we're making a whole lot of steel ingots, aren't we? Like, 720, if memory serves. Quite a bit up from the, what was, not that we were making before. Now we gotta figure out what to do with it all. But first, my little rant section where I talk about stuff that's, just going on. So first off, there was another little micro update. Nothing big, just some bug fixes as per usual. Don't even really have to mention it, but I thought I might. And I won't keep us here for too long. I just want to read some comments or, talk about them really quick. Apparently, if I place foundations underwater, that would have helped me to snap the water extractors, and duh, that's, it's so simple. I just didn't think of it. I want to punch myself. Instead, I wasted like 5 minutes in that one episode trying to get them all lined up. Made my life a living hell. Next up, if you press C, you can cancel your parachute. That's, yeah. Somebody answered it, so yay, thank you. Oh, they actually edited the comment out a bit more, saying that I could technically mine through foundations, and I do know how it would work. I don't know, I've never really thought that it looked that good. Then again, it's not really a problem I've had in the past before, since I usually just transport the ore like miles away by conveyor belt anyway, so I never really have like a build right at the site, But it's something to consider if I ever wanted to just put a mining drill through the floor. And then lastly, we have a comment telling me that if I press G when in delete mode, the item that I'm looking at becomes a delete filter item. I'm just gonna test this. Dismantle filter. Oh! So you can... Oh! I feel like Snit talked about this in the video, or somebody said this and I just wasn't paying attention. That is good to know. That is really good to know. I don't think they'd be mad if I called them out. All these comments were from Sky Shadow 5, so thank you very much, friend. Now let me test out the parachute thing really quick. Oh, and C. Oh yeah, nope, I just threw myself into the abyss. Good to know. There's so many times at the Let's Play where I've opened the parachute and just wanted to land almost immediately, right now I'd want to land, but I just keep waiting and waiting. No more of that, though. We've evolved. And yeah, that's basically all my pre-episode ramblings. Hopefully that didn't go too long. I also... Okay, you know what? I have one more thing to say, and then we'll get back to it, but I also just want to say that I don't want to make episodes as long as the last one, ever again. Because the last episode was almost an hour. It was pretty much it was 59 minutes and 50-ish seconds or something. Basically exactly an hour. And that episode took a couple days to edit. Not because I don't have all the time in the world to edit. I don't really have a job right now, but not everybody wants to edit for 4 hours a day, because that's probably as long as it took. I think that for every, hour that the video is, it takes me about an hour and a half to 2 hours to get that shit done. And the video ended up being almost 3 hours long, so you can imagine how it took a few days for that. The problem is that I started the first floor, deemed that I didn't have enough progression, so then I wanted to do the whole second floor, but at some point halfway through the second floor I could have stopped. Or I could have just said that was enough. I need to find just a good inner cutoff point so that I can get episodes out. I want to go back to doing it on the daily, But that means that for myself, I need to have things that I deem good enough content. And I have to do it in a timely manner that isn't several hours of in real time. I had a Pikmin video run for 52 minutes. I think that was episode 7. And that one... only took about an hour of editing, because Pikmin is just the simplest thing. Unless I'm doing a meme edit, which can take, a bit longer as I'm deciding what memes to throw in and, exactly what my vision for the thing is. Pikmin videos, in general, super duper short. I've already talked about the difference in editing between them. But, it's because the progression is very linear and obvious. You play a day of Pikmin, you make a substantial amount of progress. So then I do 2 days an episode, and it's oh, that's 30 minutes, and we got a lot done. Boom, that's an episode. But in Satisfactory, you can fuck around for 40 minutes in Satisfactory and achieve, jack all, fucking nothing. And I could just sit here talking and explaining game mechanics, or just basically nothing but side tangents all day. and achieve 0 in-game progress. And would people consider that an episode? Would anybody be satisfied by that? I know I personally want it like on the inside, so that's why I try to get something done per episode. And yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say. I want to try to get episodes out faster and to ease the editing process to make it more kind of like Pikmin. I know it'll never be as simplified as Pikmin, but you know. Oh, and one final thing. You know, we just had Thanksgiving. Gobble gobble. And I saw that the Dark Fog update for Dyson Sphere program is actually coming out December 15th, which at the point of recording right now is only 3 weeks away, roughly. I mean, a little bit less than that, I think. And so I had the thought, a thought that only I could have. Will I let's play that? And it's a question I've been thinking about for a little bit. I have done 2 completed playthroughs, one just regular with infinite resources and the other with a 0.5 resources for the achievement, and, you know, just like to see if I could. And yeah, beat the game both times, got that achievement, that was cool. And Dyson Sphere program, I actually like understand, and I am motivated. Like once I start a playthrough, you know, I usually can find the motivation to finish it. Factorio, just I could never get into Factorio. I don't know, it just doesn't grip me in the same way. I need to sit down and just like try to immerse myself in the game world at some point. But it seems like harder. I don't like the way inserters work in Factorio. Plus, like, there's those can somebody explain how the mover things are? How you take like a thing on a belt and then you put it on the thing that moves it from side to side? Oh Jesus, nobody knows what I'm talking about. I can't explain shit for the life of me. You know, it moves materials from one belt to another belt. I don't understand how those work because they're like splitters and mergers in one or something, and you gotta like flip a little thing. I don't get it at all. The tutorial just is so shit for that. My monkey brain cannot comprehend. And yeah, I've mentioned a little bit of my experience with both of those games, but suffice it to say, Satisfactory is not the only factory game I've ever played. And I have, like 500 hours in Dyson Sphere now, so, you know, not exactly a casual amount. And I think that that could be a fun thing. So if you want me to play Dyson Sphere in the future, probably when I finish Pikmin 3, then let me know. And if I ever did do another factory game, it would be one that's completed, you know. Dyson Sphere, Factorio. Those are the 2 big contenders right now. And the reason is because, like, Satisfactory will be my forever playthrough. I'll just keep this going for as long as possible. But I can't have 2 of those. No. Those games have definitive endings, you know? Or they don't stop you from progressing for, you know, permanently once you finish the quote-unquote ending. I don't think, at least not in Dyson Sphere, but there is an end goal you can hit, you know, launching the rocket / getting, you know, white cube science completed, all that good stuff. God, the rant this time ended up being like pretty freaking long, but that's all I really wanted to say. It's just I'm excited for the combat update to come in Dyson Sphere, and I think that that'd be a fun playthrough for the channel, and it could give me a break from playing Pikmin 4. I have played so much Pikmin, and I do love the series. I'm really enjoying Pikmin 3. I think it might be the best one. And after playing all the games, you know, it just reinvigorated my love for the series even more. And I'm just a huge Pikmin fan. That being said, one can only play so much Pikmin before they go fucking mad. Okay, let's do stuff with the steel stuff now. That's what we need to do in this episode. So we made all the steel ingots. And we can't get them all on one belt since we don't have Mark 5 belts yet, but we have Mark 4 belts. Yep, so that's, what is this? That is 360 ingots, I think. Oh, and then this is just the other 360. So it's like a nice even split there. That's not bad. But what are we gonna do about this? And where are we gonna make space for it? I don't know. What seems intriguing or enticing right now is maybe just building a platform over here in this space and kind of like connecting all these squares together in a sense. I don't know. Well, we'll see what we can do. Maybe we'll go like above the rocks there. Yeah, if we went above the rocks, we need to go about this high? Or maybe this high would work. Yeah, we could cut down those trees. I'm just creating new space over here. This will be like the steel factory, which is right next to the copper sheet factory and right next to the iron stuff, so I'll more easily be able to jump between the 3. Oh, but I am seeing that I'm going to need more Mark 1 sheets very soon. Already out of plates. Okay, I mean, I have a good amount of space there, but it's definitely not enough. Definitely not enough. Need more space for the plates. You catch my Rain Man reference? What was the show he was really into in that movie? Was that People's Court? I feel like he was really into watching The People's Court. You know, a show that is definitely before my time, like something I would never watch. But, you know, growing up, before we had cable, there weren't like so many things to watch. I've definitely seen a couple episodes, but you know, that was when I was like maybe 5 or 6, 7. One of the really cursed ages. I would say that in my experience of being 7 and before that is that I don't remember a lot from being 7, honestly. I feel like life begins past 7 years old, because that's where like all my real memories have begun. I've been saying this, and maybe that's because I have ADHD, I don't know, but like, I feel like I've had 2 brains throughout my life. One when, you know, pre-7, and one past that, where I just remember everything past that. Although everybody must feel this, right? Like, who really remembers anything prior to like the age of like, you know, 6 or 7? I don't know. All I do know is that I'm in a fairly big platform now, so let's do something with this. I don't know how we're gonna get that steel over here, but we're gonna plan that it all works out and somehow we get it over here. Okay, what can we do with steel ingots? Why did I whip these out? I need smelters. Wait, no, actually, no. These are correct. I'm wrong. Well, as it turns out, we can't do a lot with steel. We can make beams and pipes. However, we should also keep in mind, right, that stators need pipes. So we're going to need pipes to make stators. And motors need stators. So we're going to be able to need enough pipes to make both the stators and the motors at the same time. Or, you know, we'd like to at least. And then we can use either the beams or pipes for the encased beams. And so we have to figure out which of these we're going to be using. I feel like we're going to be using the pipes. And this is why I make so many pipes in the main save, so that I can make stators, motors, and the encased pipes. Or beams. I don't know. The alternate recipe changed the names to the encased pipes, so that's what we call them. Like, let's just get a good look at this. So for every 60 ingots, we make 15 beams, or a ratio of 4 to 1. Terrible. We're just throwing ingots down the drain. And then 15 beams, right? We'll go over here. And it won't even get us 6 encased beams a minute. If you want just the 100% ratio to get 6 encased beams a minute, we're gonna need 24. If we crank this up to 7.5 a minute, then that would require 30 beams, right? And that would be 120 of our steel ingots, which would leave us with 600 more. So we'd still have plenty, but it's just not optimal, I don't think. Then though, we have encased pipes. 28 pipes to make 4. Or here, let's just increase this up to 6 so we can see how much it would compare to. So the concrete is still the same at 6 per minute in beams. With this recipe, it's still the same amount of concrete, same ratio. And we need 42 pipes. Now looking over here, if we make steel pipes, it's a 30 to 20 or 3 to 2 ratio. So it's gonna get a lot more pipes for our ingots, right? And we need 42 pipes. So that'll be about 60, 65-ish ingots. So about half the amount of ingots to get the exact same amount of beams. Oh, sorry. Well, you know, this will give us 1.5 more. But here, let's try to get this up to 7.5. 7.5. Okay, for that we need 52.5 steel pipes. If we need 52.5, I'll just put that in here. 52.5. Okay, look up to 50. 75 ingots. Let's just say that rounds up to about 80. We're still saving about 40 steel ingots. So overall, yeah, 40 ingots per the exact same amount of beams if we convert the ingots into pipes instead of beams. That might be confusing the way I said that, but you know, there's 2 different kinds of beams. You should know the one I'm talking about by now. Anyway, so yeah, we're definitely making pipes for that, but then that leaves the question of how many beams should we make? Because we're still gonna have to make some using the base recipe, and we have tons and tons of steel ingots now, so what should we do? Well, I'm thinking, you know, 60 steel beams a minute is kind of enticing. A nice Mark 1 belt. I feel like if we tried to make 120, there'd be just so many ingots. So many ingots that we could use for pipes, which are, you know, way more important. I mean, I know steel beams are the Mark 3 belts, but I mean, come on here. We're gonna need a lot more pipes. So let's try to aim for that. That'll be 240 ingots a minute, and that'll leave us with a nice 480. So perfect, we can just bust that in or not bust that in, but we can rush it in on a Mark 4 belt. It'll be nice. So we use 240 ingots to make 60 steel beams. Kind of a lot, but it is what it is. Then over here, You know, with the rest, we can make, oh boy, let me see here. Well, how many steel pipes can we make with 480 ingots? Oh, Jesus. We would take 480 ingots and divide it by 30. That would give us, what, 16? Didn't we already do this exact math? Yeah, I think we did this math for another build. I think that was also part of the steel build. Where did we put down 15 machines? Yeah, that was right over there in the steel stuff. So, knowing that, we take 16 and we multiply it by 20, and then we get our steel pipe output. Let's see, 16 times 20, or an easier way to do it would be 20 times 16, because we know that 20 times 10, 200, 20 times 5, 100, and 20 times 1 is 20, so we'd get 320. Another way we could have gone about that, which in hindsight would have been like a lot easier, you know, is to just think of it as 16 times 2 would be 32, and we just tack on another 0 to all the different members of that, and there we go. 16 times 2 is 32. Oh, but if we times that by 10, 320, way easier. So what can we do with 320 steel pipes? Is that a good number? Well, let's find out. Well, using the encased industrial pipe recipe, let me just see what we might be able to get done. So we have 320, and I don't want to use more than like 120 on this build. Can we get at least like 12 encased beams a minute with this? Yeah, to get 12, we would need, oh yeah, easily, right. So we'll need was 84 pipes to get 12 encased beams. And then what would that be with another one? I mean, 92, 100, 112. 112 pipes for, oh, I could have just done 56 times 2. Why did I do 28 times 4? I'm dumb. So 112 pipes, right, for 16 beams. Why can't they be like 120? That'd be so much better. 112 times 2 would put us at 224. We'd be at 32 encased beams a minute. What if I try to scale that down to 30 a minute? If we try to do this, if we try to get exactly 30 encased beams a minute, we'll have, okay, so we would need 28 times 7 plus 14, because we need another half of that, since we're going to need another 2 encased beams. Because 28 times 7, that would be 4 times 7 to get 28 beams, so I deduced we needed 2 more. And then that being said, like, yeah, so we would need another half, another 14, 196 plus 14 is 210. So we need 210 pipes and some amount of concrete. I'll figure out the concrete later. We have 480 left over, so, or, you know, from the other thing, so we have 270 pipes. Oh, no. 210. Right, that would only leave us with about 110 steel ingots left to make everything else. We will need, well, I mean, okay, so we just need pipes for stators now, because stators are going to go into making the motors. And since stators go into motors at a rate of 10 per minute to make 5 or 20 per 10, well, we could try to just go for something small like 10 motors a minute and then 20 stators total? Can we do that with 110 steel? I guess we'll find out. The question is, how many stators can we make with 110 steel pipes? That would put us at 30 a minute. 105 would put us at 35. Oh, that's awkward. If only we had another 10 steel ingots. Oh man, if only I could redelegate that from something else. Well, we could still use this, actually. How many stators would we make if we use the last 22? Let me see. What if we try to reduce this down to 8? That's a bit... Okay. 7.5? 6.5? Oh, so close. 6.75. 6.7. 6.6. 6.65. 6.67. 6.66. Ah, fucking hell, man. Okay. 6.667. 6.666. Oh, that just rounds up. Motherfucker. It's not exact. But I mean, 20.01 a minute. I mean, we could sustain that, but then that would give us 6.67 stators, which would be like 36.6. That's such a weird number. Oh, fuck me. Okay, what if we just went for 35 stators? Would we want that, though? We'd have 5 ingots not being used. I mean, I could live with that. But then that would give us like 17 motors a minute. I don't know. I feel like if we're gonna go for stators, we should go for clear 10s. If it's not 10, then we can't get a clear 5 here. And currently we get 15 motors a minute, which is still an increase. I don't really have an issue with a lot of this. We just have some ingots left over. which isn't ideal. But we don't have Mark 5 belts yet, so we can't get more steel with our current setup. Okay, so we know how many beam ones we're gonna want, which is 4. So where are we gonna set this up? They're gonna come into the ground here. Yeah, I'll do 2 separate ones. We can kind of do this how we did before, so it'll have to loop back into itself. So if we come out of the ground, it's gonna have to be about there. We split left and, no, here. We split left and right. It recycles around that way into the other one. Good, and we have space in the back. Yeah, floor space to move around. We don't want to use the edges either. So we need to be 3 in, starting on 1 from the side there. Let's get to freaking building, gamers. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That's for the beams. So we gotta say maybe it'll come out of the ground. Oh wait, whoops, okay. So we need to be 4 up for the constructors and 1 off from the side. So we'll do like right here. 1, 2, 3. Oh shit, 4. Okay, we know that's for beams. And then 5 onward is gonna be pipes. So they will come out of the ground. Here, we'll put a space in between these. We'll go like for the middle of this, right? And then we'll have splitters for them all going into there, splitters for them all going into there. The extras from here will loop around. We will set these to steel beams and then copy paste. And that'll be 120 left over, so okay. Here, let's get it so that the floor holes are right here. 1 right there, 1 right there. We need a Mark 4 to pump it out, facing those directions. And at least this way, I already know that we can get the splitters down. Then since we want 60 a minute, we'll use a Mark 2 belt going into all of these. Very simple. And we'll do Mark 4 down the line. Oh, actually, you know what? Before we get this first splitter here, we want some space because this needs to reconstruct or reassemble with the other stuff. There needs to be a merger here is what I'm saying. What the fuck? Give me a merger. None of those were mergers. I didn't land. It's 7. Just press the 7 key. Okay. Now let's try to get this in the middle because I like to do that. If you've been watching me long enough, you know that I have some form of minor to severe OCD. Probably. I don't want to self-diagnose, but I don't know. I really don't want to self-diagnose. That shit is annoying. Okay, yeah, that'll be Mark 4ing the 360. Then we take the leftovers from this. And we can actually grab it out the, this side. We don't really need to go around here, and that'd be better. That would be nice for us since we could have like an easier path to walk. Yeah, so we just take the Mark II. Run it down here. And then we go 1, 2, and turn it into the thing. That will redirect the final 120 with this 360 to give us a Mark 4 belt over here. I'll delete that later, but we'll just place that for now. You know what? Actually, I'll delete it now as I'm going to place the constructors over here. So this will be constructor 1, line up with all of his friends. And we need to determine how many steel pipe ones we need. And oh, right, the answer was 16. Which is kind of a lot. We don't have that level of space, unfortunately. But what if this were multi-layered? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we could just do 3 stacks of 5, have that all merge back down here. We're gonna need more space. Oh, Jesus, we're gonna need more space. I am building more space. Oh, shit, I'm missing more concrete. I'll be right back. Okay, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How are we gonna split this up though? It becomes 480 right here. Here. If it is 30 a minute, well, I was gonna say we don't need to combine these. I could just take this 120 and put it into 4, but we have a row of 5 here. And then doing like 4 and then 1 with this and then resplitting, it would just be confusing. We'll keep it as 480 and then split it up again. Well, we might actually want to make this going vertically. Because if we don't, I mean, I don't know how we're gonna split this any other way. I could theoretically get a splitter in like right here. I would need another one right here too. Oh no. Oh no, that's cursed. Oh, that is cursed. I mean, shit, if it works though. It would go into there. And then Yeah, we just run this line down normally, and then we'll drag this one up to the second floor. Oh god, I don't like this. Oh man, whatever works for now. Yeah, we just need to be higher than the thing, so I think honestly, layer 2 might work unless those would get in the way. Oh yeah, those would get in the way, okay. One more higher. So we need a height of 3, which is good to know, so we're gonna need to do this again. Let's do the second floor ones first, and then we'll figure it out from there. We'll build different stairs later. Oh, actually, we need a way to get there for now. Okay, so conveyor lift goes here. We'll mark for it. Oh, right, we need a conveyor hole somewhere, too. Okay, more platforms are needed. Got it. The conveyor hole, what, like right there, maybe? Oh, that's too close. Okay, more platforms are needed this way, too, so let's just, like this. Boom. Get rid of that. Let me see here where we're gonna need the hole. Oh, like right in the middle of that. Okay, good. I mean, that worked. That's easy. Let me mark for it up into the next floor. Only problem is we can't really like line that up with the other constructors since we're coming out here, can we? No, we need to split that up earlier. Shit, but we can't split it up any earlier, possibly. Why does this not want to split or place there? Oh, because if we go into the thing. How are you in here? How? Oh, because he's standing on the floor beneath. Because technically, yeah, this is on top of a cliff. Get out of here. Get, boy. Okay, so here, I think what we'll do is, instead of doing like multi-layered floors, we'll just extend it outwards, like facing that way, and then that's gotta be easier than this, right? This is getting convoluted. Okay, so we can get rid of this. I have to rethink how we're gonna split this though. We will run, oh, you know what? Never mind, that's actually quite simple. Give us this Mark IV belt. We run it down here. And you guys have seen the past few episodes, you know how this works. That's the merge point, that's the resplitting point, and then let's build more constructors up here with spaces 2 apart like we've been doing. And we'll repeat the same thing up here for the third row. Oh, and going in we need 30 per minute on each one, so that'll be Mark 1s. Since this is going to be the splitting line down over there, we're going to merge this way. So we can set up the splitters for all 15 of these, and I'll be right back. Alright, I say splitters aren't mergers, you know what I meant. Oh, and I need to set all these to steel pipes. Then we can set up the splitters, and we know that these splitters are going to be facing this way. So we want one splitter at the start of each row, just leading down the thing. Here and here. Yep. And then 10 more splitters for the last 10 boys. Okay, all the splitters and mergers are down. Let's get some belt connecting going. So, I'm going to Mark IV. What's happening? I said we're going to Mark IV belts. No, get game, what? What? This is a splitter. And this is the merger. Oh. Fuck, my brain, bro. My brain. It hurts. My brain hurts. Okay, thought, what if we did this like our iron setup, where these were a bit closer together? Place the conveyor lift, like here. As close as humanly possible, like that. There we go. Then we'll dismantle this merger. Okay, and let's preemptively get a splitter going, facing that way. So we can split into both directions. And now we just need a merger to somehow fit into this mess. Oh, dear Christ. It's fine, they're not touching. I mean, they're like kissing maybe? Here, let's delete this. We'll take the 120 redirect, go this way, and we want to enter into there. So this is where you want to be. Okay. So let me go 1, 2 back, and then into the thing. Good. Okay, this is taking the 360 directly, so we'll use a Mark IV belts into there. Now this has become 480. You can't really see it that well, but that is what's happening. And then we just run it down. Yeah, so we Mark IV across all the lanes. Down here, and down all of these. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Oh goodness, I need more encased beams. I'm not prepared, bro. I'm not prepared today. And we are running out of encased beams because I'm using so many Mark IV belts now. I mean, we're not like running out, but you know, we're depleting our stockpile. Luckily, we'll be creating steel or encased beams soon enough once this whole thing is done. It's not gonna be finished in this episode. I'm gonna finish this and then we're gonna call it there. You know, to save my sanity. Yeah, once I get all these beams and pipes done, we'll call that an episode. I feel like that's good progress. Sometimes an episode's progress is just about planning stuff out. And you know what? That takes more time than you might think sometimes. Okay, let's finish Mark IVing down here. Oh, what? Don't do that. Don't do that. Now for all of these, we can mark 1 into them. Oh wait, doesn't one of these have to be like overclocked though? Yeah, we had the 480 here. Yeah, one of these has to be overclocked to do double. Well, that will be our final merged one, which will be in this direction. Since we're expelling 20 per minute for all of them, except for the last one, which will be like 40, we can use Mark 1s out, so we'll just do that. Okay, and then each row here is moving 100 pipes total. Or at least the first 2 rows will. We will use a Mark II belt across. And then that will merge here onto the first little merger at the end. I forgot to plan for these. Yeah, and then we will Mark II into there. We'll take another one, place it right over here. And same story, where we'll take a Mark II belt and run it down. Then from here, we will Mark IV belt this into the thing. And then that'll be 240 total once these two combine. So we're going to want to use at least a Mark III, but we'll use a Mark IV. And then we get one final merger down here. Okay, so this will be the final one. So this will be the one that we overclock to make 40 a minute and consume 60. That'll be all 480 of our steel ingots consumed. Since this row is actually going to have a max of 120, we're going to use a Mark III down. Into the thing. And then we finish it out. Come on, we finish it out with a Mark IV belts, where this becomes 480 ingots. And we'll figure out what to do with it in the next episode where we need to find more space. And I think we'll just build a little higher and just use this like a whole strip over there. I don't know, man. This whole factory's kind of fucked. It is fun though. It's fun just having all these like sky floors. I'm making it all weird and jank. Let's add power. Let's add power before the episode ends, though, don't we? Okay, and to do that, I mean, these things are in the back here. Oh, like there's good little space in between those. We can just do this, get in between there. And that's row 1 done, and then we can grab this guy, this little friendly dude, bring him over here, and we can start row 2. And we go over here and do the same thing for row 3. All right, everything should theoretically work. We just need to get one of these poles connected to power. Oh, well, there's a power pole. We'll just drag this up here like that. And then, oh, what's happening there? No, delete this one. Let's connect you to you, and, oh, here. We'll delete this, add a new pole here, and then power to y'all, and power to y'all. Yay! Why is everything stopped? What's happening here? Oh, I haven't connected the ingots yet. Okay. And you know what? I haven't even like merged this side yet. I am a silly. Yeah, we'll merge it on this side as we do. I felt like we were missing something. We'll be getting 60 total, but each one producing 15 each. So you mark 1 out and then we'll mark 2 across. All right, that's now set up for next episode shenanigans. Now we just gotta find a way to get these over here. That's gonna be fun. Well, let's not turn this way, actually. We were wrong about that in the last one. We need to get to those 2 holes there. Well, I think the first step is obvious. Let's just get the receiving lifts ready. Connected facing that way, I think. Should work. And then also that one. Okay, so now we just gotta find a way to get the belts into there. And you know what? I want to cut that freaking tree down. Get out of the way, tree. Oh, I didn't even see this coal. This didn't even register in my brain. God damn it. Oh, you know, actually, if we get this over here, that'll work. It's not touching the coal, so all is still good. Just back it up. Just back it up and do the same shit. Boom. Delete you and you. Then we mark 4 belt these in. Like that. Okay, perfect belts. Perfect. Yep. Oh shit, no. Fuck me. Oh wait, this is the one I can hardcore parkour. Hardcore parkour! Oh, well, I don't even have to parachute that. We can just make it with the jump. Yeah, so the first one here, I'll grab and then just carefully guide it along. Like so. Oh, there's just barely space. Oh, there is barely space for the other one. But this is gonna work. It's gonna work. Just gotta get it in there. I need to be, okay, let's see here. Maybe like this. Oh yeah, that'll glide right through. Oh, perfect. Okay. And there we go. That is the build. We're using 720 steel ingots being rushed into there. Up there. Well, I want to see it on the thing. Oh yeah. Looking good, baby. And they come up through here. The 360 that we're using for this, we only need 240, so the extra 120 is rerouted out and back into the other side to combine with the other 360 to make a total of 180. Or, I mean, 480, 120 and 360. And then we're using that 480, every little bit of it to get all of these pipes. And now we have steel pipes and steel beams being made, and oh god. This was a good episode. It's short, concise, only like 75 minutes, and that'll be maybe 2 hours of editing and not so bad. So yeah, I'm gonna let this run till it's all totally full, and then in the next one we'll like finish the steel build when we finally make all the Mark II stuff, I guess. It might only be one build. It depends on how complex it is, because we're gonna have to add concrete to this. We might need to upscale our concrete a little bit more. I don't know. But for now, this is it. I've been Rara. Thank you all very much for watching this episode of Satisfactory, and I will see you all in the next one. Okay, bye everybody. See ya.